Hi friends, welcome to codewithsugi YouTube channel. In this video, we're going to discuss about try-catch block combinations. So that means we're going to discuss about valid and invalid try-catch block combinations. So for that, I'm going to create a class called try-catch combination test. So before we get into this video, if you are new to our channel and if you are not aware of what we have discussed till date, so you don't need to worry. We always used to add all the links in the description. So please go ahead and have a look on the previous videos. So as I said, in this video, we're going to discuss about valid and invalid try catch block combinations. And we have to include finally also. So first, we will see a valid combination, try, catch, and then finally. So in this video, I'm not going to write any sample programs, just I'm going to discuss all those things with the sysouts. Okay, so in the try, I'm going to have a sysout like I'm try block, and we all know try block should have a catch block. In the catch, I'm going to catch the base class, that is the exception. And there I'm going to have a sysout, going to say I'm in catch block. Then I'm going to have a finally block. So I'm going to say sysout I'm in finally. So we all know this is the valid syntax for try catch and finally. Now let's see, is this possible to have one try with multiple catches? So this is a valid or invalid, we will see. Okay, so for that I'm going to just copy this content. Okay, just paste it here, and then I'm going to have a catch exception e, and I'm going to change the first catch block as arithmetic exception. Okay, and the second block I'm going to catch the exception. I'm going to say sysout I'm second catch block. Now our compiler is not complaining anything, so that means it's a valid syntax. So I'm just going to copy the same code and I'm going to check with one small change, try with multiple catch. Now I'm going to change this catch block as the first catch block as exception, and then the second catch block as arithmetic exception. So whenever I change the first catch block as exception and the second catch block as arithmetic exception, the compiler is complaining something. That means it's saying like unreachable catch block for arithmetic exception. It is already handled by catch block for exception. So it's clearly saying that the exception class is already a base class of arithmetic exception. So if we catch any subclasses of that exception class, then that will be handled in the exception class itself. So that's the reason if we have a first catch as a base class, then we have a subclass as a second catch, then the compiler will complain you like, so already it's handled in the base class itself. So that's the reason it's giving an error. So this is the invalid scenario or invalid syntax in try catch block combination. So always you have to keep in mind, if you are catching the exception class in the first catch, then you should not write the other catch with the subclasses of exception class. Now I'm going to copy the same try catch block here, try catch, that is multiple catches. I'm going to try one more. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this arithmetic exception and I'm going to keep it as exception itself. So here what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to do a catch with the exception. Okay, then again I'm trying to do a catch with exception. Okay, this is the kind of same scenario like the previous one, but one small change is in the second also we are trying to catch the exception. In this we are handled everything in the first catch itself, right? So in the second catch obviously it's a unreachable one. So that's the reason it's giving an error. So now you have a doubt like, okay, for that exception it's giving an error. I'm going to change this as arithmetic exception, and then the second also I'm trying to do arithmetic exception. So whenever you do control shift, okay, due to the intelligence of compiler, it's not allowing to have the arithmetic exception one more time in the catch. Whenever you try to do a control shift and see whether it's giving the suggestion. No, it will not give a suggestion. So I'm just going to copy and paste it over here. Whenever you do just copy paste, again you will get unreachable catch block because already we have handled the arithmetic exception. Okay, now I'm going to copy this try catch one more time, and I'm going to check like try with catch and then catch. Okay, now what I'm going to do, instead of arithmetic exception, I'm going to catch null pointer exception. See, now it's not complaining anything, it's allowing to have a multiple catch with multiple exceptions. Then this is the valid. Now what I'm going to do, just copy the previous one. I'm going to do try multi catch. Just I have pasted this, and then I'm going to have one more catch with the exception. Now see, it's not complaining anything because multiple catches allowed, and we have constructed this catch with the proper way. Okay, the arithmetic exception and null pointer exceptions are subclasses of exceptions. So that's the reason we are having the base class at the last exception. So if the exception is raised and if it is belongs to arithmetic, then this will come into picture. If the exception is raised and if it belongs to null pointer exception, then this catch block will come into picture. If the exception is raised, say for example, if that exception is belongs to array index out of bound exception, then that exception will be handled in the exception class. So this how we can construct our try catch blocks. So this is a valid syntax. Now we're going to check try catch finally with this out. So I'm going to copy the previous one. Okay, after try, just I'm going to have one sys out like this. Hi, I'm after try. If we have like this, then it will raise the errors. So just I'm going to have it here. It will say syntax error, insert finally to complete the try statement. So what it means, after the try, it will allow you to have only two blocks. One is catch block or finally block. Now what I'm going to do, okay, I will take this as a invalid. Again, I'm going to copy this valid. Okay, and then I'm going to have one more try with multi catch with sysouts. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to have one sysout after any one of this catch. Sysout, I'm after first catch. This is also a invalid syntax. So you should not have any code after the try block or after the catch block. Okay, the only allowed blocks after the try block is catch block or finally block. So this is also invalid. So the next one what we're going to see is try with finally. So I'm going to have this try block over here, and then I'm going to have a finally block. I'm going to say sys out I'm finally. It's a valid syntax. Java will allow you to have only finally or catch block or catch and finally block after the try block. Next one is, I think these are all the valid and invalid combinations of try catch and finally blocks. We summarize the combinations here. The very first point is try should have catch or finally block, and try should have multiple catch blocks, but multiple try is not possible. Then try with multi catch, if we are catching the exception class in the first catch, then the subclasses of exception is not allowed to catch after the exception catch. So this is a very important point. So this is the example for that. Here we are catching the exception class in line number 47, but after that in the line number 49 we are trying to catch the arithmetic exception, which is a subclass of exception class. So that's the reason it's not allowing us to catch like this. This is also one very important point. Okay, then try with catch or try with finally is a valid combination, and then try with multi catch with the same exception class is not allowed. And after try we should have catch or finally block. Other than this, nothing is allowed. So say for example, after a try, if you are trying to have a sysout or something, then it will complain you and it will give a error. So these are all the valid and invalid try catch block combination. So try to keep all those things in mind so that you will not make mistakes while you are creating a try catch block. So I hope now you have better understanding about the try catch block. Still, if you guys have any doubt, then please feel free to put your comments in the comment section so that we will have a look and we will revert back to you as soon as possible. And we always used to add all these practice codes into the GitHub, and GitHub link is available in the description, so please go ahead and have a look on that too. Thanks for watching our videos. Please subscribe our channel for more videos like this. Keep supporting us. Thank you.